He'll bring it out. It's Pauling. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Back to pass, it's Carr. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys.
Do it all time.
He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds his man. It's Washington. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. That's reeled in. It's locked. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end.
No!
And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll pull it down. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Forced out of the pocket. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
It's such an advantage for a defense when you can add to your pass rush by blitzing guys, but especially when you've got a middle linebacker like that can collapse and push the pocket into the lap of the quarterback.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation,
The elements are real, Vonnie.
everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Early
What the
movement on
fuck?
the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision
Fucking
has been
hate
made, and the
this
coach
shit.
will take the penalty. Wide receiver going in motion.
This
Here's
is
the
easy
snap,
money.
itching to fire downfield.
Oh,
I don't think that's the way they drew it up.
might have to put more in.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, there the free safety shows you his coverage ability in man-to-man.
That's
He was locked in with his guy, and he was able to knock that ball away.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
The Ducks send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding
Where are you guys?
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Looking for room. It's locked. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll run the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. And the defense got it. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And that's a big-time play by this defense. You know when it's snowing, not only is it wet, it's freezing. Your hands are cold. You can barely feel the football, so if you can get to that football, put your head on it, or rip that thing out, a lot of times you can...
Oh, he's got some space. saved a touchdown at least for now.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his hand down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Goes to the option. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
I know everybody drew that one up, right? Like, oh, they're going to run an option, and they're going to pitch it to the big fella tight end and let him take it in for a touchdown. Nice creativity by this.
Oh, Jamari Coates.
Defense off guard, and the big fella does the rest and punches it in for a rushing touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he...
Yeah, I gotta piss, man.
When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Stadium this size makes so much noise. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. The option look. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tempo in overdrive. On the option. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. He'll ride his man on the option. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
Dude's doing turbo.
For the first down, they'll hurry to the line. Now on the option. Oh, ball's out. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Here comes the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. Trying to pick up a first down. Off the bootleg.
Oh, boo!
Throws into the middle of the field. He holds it in and nobody's close. Touchdown Notre Dame. Once he got some room, it was over.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll run the option. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message they'll have to carry into halftime. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Moore will throw. Got his man quickly. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The offense changing the play. They're going to try to throw for it on third down.
Oh, pick six! You got a pick six now!
Trying to take it back.
Oh!
Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense takes matters into their hands.
What a game-changing play for this defense. Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it. Taking it.
Nobody named Leonard's any good.
Extra point here will tie the game.
That's his last name. Good call,
And
though.
he got that extra point through. No slipping on the snow.
Oh, if there's a way to blow it, Murphy knows it.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown. And the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Why you do that? I know why. I know why.
changed my way.
Time to get one more snap before the half.
Be a pick six. Let's go run lead dive.
Using his legs, it's Whittington. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
You fucking backup quarter. Jeepers.
And Oregon has it back.
Yo, every time I do a package thing, seems like I go the wrong way for what I'm looking for every single time.
Especially when you're locked up in a game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
That ain't what I wanted him to do. Can't even see you, dudes.
A designed run for the quarterback. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback making checks. Moore to the air. He'll take a deep shot here. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on route short. They take a shot down the field on 3rd and short. Questionable shot probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, and just because you have the shot play called on 3rd down like that as a quarterback, that doesn't give you the freedom to just throw it down there if he's not open. I think that time he forced it into traffic, and that's why it got picked off.
On the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Notre Dame lines up quickly. On the option. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud.
Oh, the fake pitch.
Interesting play call.
Nice.
I think we're thinking pass and which matchup do they try to exploit? And they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully, small gain, and now we got 4th down.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize 4th down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the 1st down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And that's just excellent. Throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end now in motion. Moore will throw. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. How about the big tight end keeping his concentration off that deflection?
And a lot of times you see those contested catches, but the deflected catches, those are just good bounces. Nice job by the big fella. Continue to concentrate and see the football, but a nice break for that thing to bounce right to it.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Moving out of the pocket. Breaks into the open. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Now the play fake. Touchdown, Ducks! They've got the lead here in the 4th. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip into the secondary, make that big play.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Curious call here as they line up for an onside kick with the lead in a 1-possession game in the 4th. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Nope.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the returner goes down. Shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Out of the shotgun, they go
Motherfucker!
Got the first down and more. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
So gay.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Right back to the well. Turns it on in midfield. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. The RPO, it's complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Fires to the big fella. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Pocket breaking down. Hauls it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this defense is all over the quick game right now. They're up in possession, and they are tackling and they're pursuing the football. Nice play on that one.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
A run for the quarterback. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give them a little crease, you can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Angle screen.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise?
My shit's all fucked up.
Think on 3rd down here in Austin. To throw, it's Carr. Makes the grab. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
That shit's fucking...
They've done a really good job identifying.
That shit's just
mismatches.
ridiculous.
They find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly.
Absolutely
Go to him
ridiculous.
fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Off-play action on first down. He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
I don't know.
Second down coming up in this red zone opportunity.
Probably a boot again.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted. Past the 50. The 40. They finally get him down, but a huge return not only...
GG's, my man.
Man, did they set up some field position. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. This quarterback happy enough to take a knee and head to the locker room, but the defense still does have a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College.
We go with Air Force? Let's see. Give me a second, man. I don't want to be them dudes. Alright, I'll just use Navy.
toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are
Can't believe I'm being these commie bastards.
Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. They're going to get on that football, and what a job by the onside kick team to pull that one off and steal a possession. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Kent. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The loudest jet you can think of has nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on 3rd down. The throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes a grab, pass to Marker. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Running back searching for a hole. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked. maybe even double team high-low, chop block on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Horvat. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
And the Falcons just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Falcons!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Looking for the 2-point try. They'll try the bootleg for the 2. Sweet grab in the end zone for the 2.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Horvat. Catch in the middle, it's Hutchinson. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Let it rip.
The cadets here doing their best impressions of a jet engine right on takeoff. Listen to this place. Got his man on the right. And he uses a stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
He wants to change this route. To the air on first down. He
The
just
flip
missed
is
the
that?
target on that one. Gotta put it on his body.
Yeah, just
Come
not
on,
able
you
to connect
bums.
that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. This quarterback part of their running game. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw, it's Horvat. Unloads to the right. Got his man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Kent. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver.
The hell are you saying over there?
He's quick. He can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger gain.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He might want another play. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. There he goes. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Back to pass, it's Horvat. Lets it go to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Navy!
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Latham. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield on first down. It's on target and complete. And he'll move his way forward to the first down.
They're fucking great and get shit out of it.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Bowling for dollars.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Slings it downfield. Oh, it's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And some room to work. Past the first down marker and still running. Runs it all.
Got drafted, didn't he?
Almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
For offensive coordinators, you see big runs like this in the first half. Man, it gets you excited because it opens up the whole playbook. Everything I have to use. I like all these.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Horvat. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wideout. Calls his own number. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, midshipman.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. From the gun, looking for a man. Unloads to the wideout. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. See them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Come on, guys. What are you doing?
He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Touchdown Air Force. A great catch and run for 6.
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And they tacked on the extra point.
Oh, shit.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The option look. Now the toss. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
Ah, you might.
It's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, after that incompletion now, you got fourth down in your own end, but basically...
What kind of trash music are you listening to?
Man? Looking pretty good, and if I'm the head coach, I think I'm putting a lot of faith and trust in my offense to go get this thing.
Ghost face. Ghost face. Oh.
That's exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit.
Yeah, bro. I don't know how you guys play so much.
Inside 30 seconds to play.
I don't know how you guys play so much.
They are on this drive. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. The sure hands, it's Smith. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
One more snap coming before halftime. 5 fires to the wideout.
Oh, he threw it right to my D tackle. Oh.
3 seconds left.
Matt Curtis would have caught that.
Early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
The Falcons come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Caught near the sticks, it's Harris. Inside the 40. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime.
Oh, my ex-brother-in-law gave me a brand new Weber grill for free.
Go ahead and roll the dice.
Yeah, I am.
This second half, they're lined up for an onside.
I'd be grilling. Flag. They cheating. They trying to cheat us out here, boys.
10 yards, and that's going to be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Oh.
Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Horvat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Wants to go up top. And that's going to
Come on, Chapman.
On the play,
You fucking bum.
Third down.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Oh, I thought you got fucking pressure on me.
Navy will have to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Great place to start for this offense. Trying to get the edge on the jet sweep. Breaks into the open. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's the impact of having a quarterback with a ton of speed. You see how the defense, everybody just locked in on the quarterback. They weren't even thinking about the receiver coming around in the jet sweep, and that's a big reason why they were able to get so many yards on that play.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to race to the edge on 1st and goal with the wide receiver. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
Dropping back, it's Horvath. Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Pass lead.
No dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my
High
big
ball.
bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range. Had a chance to maybe take some points off of the board. That's a big play that we might circle back to later.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession to give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Roberson. Turning it on. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Wants to throw again. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Give to the single back. At the 20, he's got space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll leave it with him. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out.
That's all it is, baby. It's all math, brother.
You ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
It'll be a run on third and short.
Back don't count.
And they're able to get a third
Unless the
down
quarterback's running the ball.
here. See if they go for it on fourth. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on fourth down.
I know. I don't know why they do some shit. They do. Wow.
Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
And here comes the Navy offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's
all by himself down the middle. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Navy!
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Latham. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
Who's my man Frew at? Oh, double motion.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Falcons want to move quickly. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle.
Yo, where's my middle third at, dude?
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Release to the back. Firing to the right, complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job on it.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Boy, do they need this field goal here in the 4th to get back to within 1 score. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Absolutely perfect. This is now a 7-point game.
Why you do that?
And with that kick, man, we got a 1-possession game. Here's the good
It was first down.
news is you got all 3 timeouts. So you can kick this football deep, use your timeouts, save as much time as you can to give your offense a chance to go win this football game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Leonard. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
To the air, it's Horvat. Spits it out to the back. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. The loudest jet you can think of has nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on 3rd down. Running into the open space. Got enough for the first. Open field on the right. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Man, it's go time for this defense, right? Like, it's go time. We got to commit more guys near the line of scrimmage. We have to get a stop. That clock is ticking. It is not our friend. We got to get the football back.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes a connection. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. On the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Power football with the run. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today.
I need one score. Oh, no!
Not a chance. Missed it.
No!
The margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
I was fucking talking shit, and I fucking let the shit run down.
The field goal miss, make rate, and this
I should just took the penalty.
off the scoreboard there.
I'm about to lose, bro. You're about to go. You're about to win. You're about to win by 1.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Gets open down the middle. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like, it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. There is a long and storied history of great games between these